Ferdo Šišić was a Croatian historian, the founding figure of the Croatian historiography of the 20th century. He made his most important contributions in the area of Croatian early Middle Ages life. Ferdo was born in Vinkovci. After graduating from the comprehensive school in Zagreb in 1888, he studied at the Faculty of Philosophy at the University of Zagreb, earning a teacher's candidate diploma in the summer of 1892. Prominent Croatians of the age like Natko Nodilo, Thuro Pular, Franjo Markovic and Arman Pavic were his teachers. Ferdo continued his studies in Vienna, where he met individuals who informed his vocation, including Vatroslav Jajic. Šišić returned to Zagreb after the sixth semester and attended the lectures of Tadeusz Misiklis and Tomislav Moretti. Between 1892 and 1902 he mostly worked as a teacher. He taught in Gospić from 1892 to 1893, then in Zagreb to 1894 and finally in Osijek until 1902. In 1900 he obtained his Ph.D. at the Zagreb University with the work Zadar and Venice from 1159 to 1247. In 1902 he earned his habilitation with the work Muhammadi Jefta Barbizanis and became the private assistant professor for Croatian history from the 12th to the 14th century in the Upper Town Comprehensive School in Zagreb, where he earned his fame by 1906 by becoming supplant to his newfound political beliefs. He was suspended in 1908 but rehired in 1909 as a casual university professor. In 1910 he became a member of the Yugoslav Academy of Sciences and Arts. His success was mostly connoted to his alleged membership within the Freemasons. He worked continually a university professor until the summer 1937-38 semester and went into volunteer early retirement in 1939. He died a year later in Zagreb, on the first day of the year 1940. Historian. As a scientist, Šišić was primarily interested in the history of the early and high Middle Ages in Croatia. His greatest work is History of the Croats under Home Rule, while his most popular work is Overview of the History of the Croatian People, which was edited by Jaroslav Sidak and widely used for almost 5 decades. History of the Croats under the Arpad Kings, an unfinished compilation published after his death, is generally considered below the level of his magnum opus. Other notable Šišić books are the important monograph on Hr Vojvodskih Hrvatnik and a critical edition of Dukljanin's Chronicles. His compilations of Croatian history of later periods are not as valuable as his epochal history of the Croatian early Middle Ages. The work of Ferdo Šišić is characterized by a systematic, objective and informed approach. His opus, however, is the high point of genetic history, or the archivist's approach, which patiently weaves the tapestry of the chosen period without engaging in speculations that are sometimes necessary to fill the gaps left open by archive materials. Also, the Croatian historiography came to be dominated by the multidisciplinary approach combining demographics, culturology, history of economy and art only in the second half of the 20th century, putting Šišić in the position of a classic who laid inestimable foundations but cannot be the role model for contemporary historical science. Politician and archivist, Šišić was politically engaged as a member of the Croato-Serbian coalition from 1908 to 1917. His biographers sometimes talk about Šišić's political inconstancy, material ambitions, weak character and opportunism. But Šišić is neither interesting nor relevant as a politician. His lasting contribution to the Croatian culture and science is his gigantic and painstaking opus in historiography, including more than 450 works. Another relevant aspect of his work is the personal library he built during his life, containing more than 20,000 titles. When he died, those books became the most valuable part of the collection of the Croatian State Archives in Zagreb. As an expert archivist, Šišić diligently collected materials from numerous collections in Croatia, but also in Hungary, Austria, Britain, France, Italy, Belgium, Czech Republic and Slovakia. Works: Hrvatski saborski spisi, Jetopis Popadaklianina, Korespondencija Ratski Strasmer, Dokument o postanku Kraljevine SHS, Hrvatski povijest, Pregled povijesti Hrvatskog naroda, povijest Hrvata u vrijem narodnih vladara, Zagreb 1925.